She may have lost both of her legs, but that's not what Carrie Miller needed to reach for the stars and an Olympic gold medal. These dogs have learned how to open doors and turn on lights, spending weekdays over the past 14 months within these gates at Maryland Correctional Institution, Hagerstown. The SUV cut through 2 backyards, taking out a jungle gym and crashing into an above-ground pool. Reporting from Hagerstown, this is Caleb Calhoun with the Herald Mail and HMTV 6. Spring break is Thursday, and there was a snow day on Monday. Some flooding was expected to continue through Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. Reporting from Washington County, this is Caleb Calhoun with the Herald Mail and HMTV 6. For this little town, it might have been 2002 all over again.
Things like this doesn't happen at home this close.
Just before 8 o'clock Friday morning, an employee at the Ranson, West Virginia post office said that a package had exploded, sending white powder into the air.
I thought it was anthrax.
The report created an anthrax scare among police officers until an investigation showed what really caused the explosion.
It ended up being an electrical issue that sent some smoke and pop in the building.
Ronald Fletcher of Citizens Fire Company said a fluorescent light bulb malfunction was the pop that the employee heard, and that the haze from the smoke made it look like white powder. The suspicious package contained a box of cookies.
The package had no anything harmful or chemicals or anything inside.
The people who were inside of the post office at the time were quarantined and interviewed inside of a school bus. The incident left some residents feeling a little uncomfortable.
It actually gave me that unfeeling of, I don't know how you want to word it, but gave me the uneasiness of the small town feel, the reason why I moved here.
Christina Chapman of Kearneysville, West Virginia said events like this have increased her fears since September 11th.
This is my post office and I don't feel safe right now.
Police started clearing out the scene at 12:30 and workers were allowed back into the post office after the investigation. In Ranson, West Virginia, I'm Caleb Calhoun with the Herald Mail. It's a place where you can grab a bite to eat and a gun to shoot.
You got pretty much a little bit of everything, and it's good food. Or, I can swing in here and get some hunting stuff.
Crawford's Confectionery in Boonesboro serves food while also selling fishing and hunting tools. It's been open for more than 30 years, baiting in locals.
I enjoy the food, the atmosphere, the customers.
Merle Crawford, the store's owner, says that he shocked a lot of customers when he began selling guns in the restaurant.
They said they never heard of a place that has food and guns and ammunition all at the same location.
He said he thought of the idea because he liked to hunt, and that there was not as much to buy from in the store when he took over as owner from Charles and Hazel Dimmitt.
They had jewelry, no tables, just a counter. They had cards.
The store was originally called Dimmitt's until Crawford bought it in 1976. That's when the guns came into play. Pamela Rutherford has been working at the store for more than a year. She says that although customers can buy other products that might be sold in a pharmacy store, the guns are what draw lots of the attention.
People who aren't regulars here come in just because they see that sign and are so curious, do you really sell guns, ammo, and food?
She also said that it can be convenient for people to get something to eat and buy something they might need in the same place.
I'd never gone into a place where, you could get your lunch, get your bait, get your license, grab your tackle, your fishing pole, buy your live worms, and head out the door.
So when Crawford bought the store, it appears he wasn't jumping the gun. In Boonesboro, I'm Caleb Calhoun with the Herald Mail. These dogs have learned how to open doors and turn on lights, spending weekdays over the past 14 months within these gates at Maryland Correctional Institution, Hagerstown. Their handlers, who are inmates, have been training them to eventually be given to wounded veterans as service dogs as part of America's Vet Dogs program. And recently, 3 of them graduated.
To me, this is a chance for me and all these guys that's a part of this, the other 23 handlers in this program, to give something back.
Prisoners really are in a unique setting which allows them to put 100% of their time and efforts into the mission they have undertaken.
Inmate Kent Brewer is an honorably discharged veteran of the United States Coast Guard and has spent the past 14 months training a dog named Trooper. He said after 18 years of self-imposed isolation, Trooper has helped him value living more.
On a personal level, it's been a wonderful, wonderful experience.
is totally new.
The inmates have worked with trainer Kathy Levick, who said that she wasn't sure about the program at first.
I wasn't sure how much they really wanted to do this, how into it they were, but they have proven to me that they're respectful, they're dedicated, and they're so willing to do anything I ask them to do.
Brewer added that he'll miss Trooper, but as the graduated dogs prepared to leave, 4 new puppies were brought in. Reporting with the Herald Mail and HMTV 6, this is Caleb Calhoun. Activities filled Antietam National Battlefield on Monday as it was celebrating its 150-year anniversary since the actual battle happened.
This is one of my favorite battlefields of all to visit, and this was the 150th I promised I would make.
Around 4,000 visitors were expected Monday to take part in the activities, which included a family and youth tent and a photography tent on the company street, 2 road shows from Pennsylvania and Virginia, 2 all-day hikes, and a ceremony at 12:30. It was heaven for a Civil War buff.
I always felt that this battle was the turning point for the Civil War.
So many Americans were willing to make the ultimate sacrifice for what they stood for.
150 years ago, thousands of lives were cost as soldiers fought through these cornfields during the beginning of the Battle of Antietam, the bloodiest single day in American history. Monday morning, it was commemorated by a demonstration at 6:30 called Sunrise in the Cornfields. For the demonstration, park volunteer Jeffrey Baldwin spent the night in the cornfield with around 40 other people to recreate what the soldiers had to go through.
I was doing an impression of a Confederate officer down in the cornfield, and we actually spent the night with no fires on our blankets out in the cornfield.
And the demonstration the next day involved rifle firing. Reporting from Sharpsburg, this is Caleb Calhoun with the Herald Mail and HMTV 6.